So what I did last week was we were talking about construction tape. So, and I said I was going to go off and make a box using construction tape, which I did. And I don't like it. I will say that there are huge benefits to using construction tape. It's very, very quick and easy. However, I'm not going to be putting this construction tape in the shop because I don't like it. It's not very sticky. So if you haven't noticed in the group, what I've done is I've made a book. I've made the box that's wider. So if, like, Christina, you're making a box and, you know, you're going to put lots and lots of books in it, or books that have expanded because you put like the accordion pockets in there, you might want a box that's a little bit wider. So this is the same height, but it's an inch wider. So I did put the measurements for the slightly bigger box into the group. So yeah, this is my effort with construction tape. It was definitely quicker, most definitely quicker. What I didn't like was that it's not very sticky and it keeps coming apart. I didn't like that this box is nothing like as solid as this box. You can't even compare them. It might look a little bit tidier, apart from the bits that I've messed up on the top, but it's just too wishy-washy for me, and I feel that this is going to fall to bits. Now, I know that that's the construction tape that I used. It was nothing to do with construction tape in general. It was just the one that I used. So I'm looking for some other tape, because I'm not going to stock the one that I was going to stock because I don't like it. So you know me, I'm not going to stock something if I don't rate it. So this is a no. But so there's a lot of positives to it. But for me, I'm going to stick with my card because I just like the solidity of it, to be honest with you. It does. It feels a lot more permanent. If you're making books and boxes, you're making something that's going to be, you know, permanent. You want to be able to hand it down, you know, the generations. This doesn't feel like it for me. So I'm going to see if I can find some different construction tape to stock, because it absolutely definitely has its uses, but I'm not going to use the one that I tried because I just didn't like it. So we can put that to one side. So this was the box that I made last week, and we've got as far as doing the bottom, and we've put that that lip in. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to quickly make the lid with you, and like I said, I'm going to show you how to make the rosettes. So first of all, I just need to cut out some more construction slips because I've only got one left. So I'm just going to cut some of those and then fold them. Now, I know what you're going to ask me. You're going to say, Cal, this is our last class. What are we doing next week? Well,
what are we doing next week?
Thank you. Helpful, Mark. I have to tell you that at the moment I am at my wit's end, because back in the beginning of January, I ordered...
And it was the beginning of January.
And it was the beginning of January. I ordered all of the papers for us to make a book using the new Stamperia Vagabond papers, because that was what you asked me to do. You wanted a book using these papers. So there is a book that is going to use both Sir Vagabond and Lady Vagabond. And in theory, we should have been starting that next week. However, due to Brexit and the sheer ineptitude of a certain delivery company who shall remain nameless, I don't have that parcel. It is...
Oops.
It's...
See what I did
yeah, I
there?
did see what you did there. It is stuck somewhere.
It's doing a lot of travelling.
It's been in the UK for weeks, but it seems to be travelling between Tamworth and Stanford-le-Hope. So I don't have that parcel, and that has got all of our next class in it. So you'll say to me, well, don't worry about that, Cal. You keep promising House of Roses. Why don't we do that? Because the papers for that are in the same flipping parcel, that's why. So to say that I am peed off at the moment would be the understatement of the century. I have made my feelings very clear to the wholesaler. What on earth's size have I been cutting these?
Random.
It is random. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's becoming a joke because we have class next week and I have no idea what we're going to do. The Vagabond book is pretty much finished, so I could show it to you, but I'm not going to, because there are some things in that parcel that I haven't got that I want to put on the book before you see it. But at the moment, I can't do anything about it. And I am not a happy bunny at all. So yeah, not happy. At all. So we'll find something to do next week, but I don't know what. No idea. Right, so I'm just folding my connectors in half. I'll say half. I'll say very loosely half. Tracy, the trouble is the kits. I will not sell kits without having the stuff in my hand. And I can't do the class without people having the kits. Otherwise, yeah, we could, but it's the kits that are the problem. And I'm actually wondering whether or not I'm ever going to see this stuff now. And with 2 books caught up in it, you can imagine how much money I've got stuck in it as well at the moment. So yeah, not happy. Right, okay. So it's the worst delivery company I've ever come across, Tracy. I've got 3 parcels in transit with them at the moment. I've got the Vagabond papers, I've got the House of Roses papers, and all the AB Studio that I've been promising people with the pixie dust and stuff. That's still stuck in Poland. That's been in Poland for nearly 3 weeks now. And it's all down to the same company. Because I ordered the stuff for the sub box for May, and that's using a different courier company. The manufacturers used a different courier company, and to say it's chalk and cheese would be the understatement of the century. They're absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's joyful, lots and lots of fun. So yeah, I've been chasing it for the last couple of days, so not in a good mood. Ha ha ha. Right. Okay. Right, so my lid. Oh no, that's the front. Well, it doesn't matter because they're all the same size. Lid top.
Was it Hermes? I think my clue earlier.
Actually, Hermes are quite good. Well, they are locally. Yeah, but your little clue earlier. Yeah, yes. Mark might have given the game away.
Oops.
Yeah. I'm not happy, Mel. I am seriously peed off. And unfortunately, the company that my wholesaler doesn't seem to be that bothered about sorting it out. Which I worked out this morning how much I've spent with them in the last year. And I think they should be trying to sort it out. But that's another story. Oh, for goodness sake, Ellie. She's just not listening. Oh, I give up. So, yeah, it's a bit trying at the moment.
Karen has a fab Hermes lady soda, we?
Yeah, I saw her yes. What did you see today? No, I saw her yes. She's lovely. She's so nice.
Yeah.
Such a nice lady. Totally changed my view on Hermes, actually. Yodel I'm not too keen on. I'm getting political now. I probably shouldn't say all this stuff, should I? But yeah.
I think Ellie might have gotten damage to who it is.
Has she finally? Oh, oops, she said, yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
Thing is, they can't even give me...
Tracy,
The courier with the brown van is the one that's causing the difficulties, Tracy.
yeah, she's telling me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. They cannot.
We have a lovely driver though.
Oh, we do. Yeah. One of them.
Well, one is, yeah. I mean, no one else has got
Oh, she's got it. Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something really important, and I can't think what it was.
Love you.
Yeah, I love you too, dear, but that wasn't what it was. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, right. They can't even. This is what gets me, right. I get these bills. I get this demand from them to pay money for government duty, but they flatly refuse to write it as VAT, which is what it is. And you know, the government's kind of keen that I pay VAT. So I've got these receipts. Not that they're worth anything, because this particular company doesn't seem to be aware of the fact that I've paid these bills, because they keep asking me for the money even though I've paid it and can prove to have paid it. But they are flatly refusing to say that what we're paying, this import duty that we're paying, is VAT. So I think my accountant's going to have a field day with that. I really do. Whole thing's just been a nightmare. Right, so right. Now I can start to put my... Now, Mark.
Yes.
Do you want to tell our lovely listeners about this cunning plan you've got?
Which one's that?
The one for the boxes. Right, this is the joy of being married to an engineer. Mark's going to try and make some boxes that will fit a book exactly. Because whereas I'll tell you just cut it, what, 7 3/4 by 4 inches. You could say that, Ellie. Mark wants to do it like the proper way. Like, so it fits all together.
It's handy.
So he's got some stuff and he's going to give it a go. And I've told him that what he needs to do... Why is that so much longer? I've told him that what he needs to do is, if you've got a book that you want to make a box for, tell him what the dimensions are and he'll work out how to make a proper box. Better than what I do. Because apparently there's a proper way to put one together. And it's not the way I do it. I know they do, but, you know, measurement-wise, it's a little bit too... What's the word I want? There's a better way to do it measurement-wise, isn't it? Yeah. A more exact way.
Taking the thickness into account.
Taking the thickness into account and stuff.
Oh, I think your dad's phoning us.
Oh, so he is. Oh dear, my poor dad. We've got a family, what do you call it? A family, like, messenger group. And my poor dad is so technologically challenged, he just doesn't get it. It's like when I go and see him, he asked me to sort his tablet out and get rid of all the pictures of his feet that he's managed to take over a week or so. But currently, he's calling us on a group messenger call, and I know for a fact that that's not really what he's doing because he won't have a clue.
He'll have picked it up.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Can I make a box with a locking mechanism?
I'm quite sure you probably could.
That my phone?
No, it was Dad clicking off.
Well.
Oh, everybody joined you to accept us, apparently. Oh, they are. They're all chatting.
Yeah,
but we're busy.
We're in a live.
Oh, yeah. The trouble is, poor Dad, he's not going to have a clue what's going on, is he? Oh, dear. Because we thought about getting him a portal for Christmas, but I think he'd struggle with it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't like technology.
No, he doesn't.
Mel says we should all join him.
We should actually. Dad's always very interested to hear what we do.
Lorraine says at least he's online. My mum and dad aren't.
Well, actually, Dad'd be better off if he wasn't, wouldn't he?
Yes, he's not. The remote for the TV is a bit much.
Yeah, Marie Noel, it's accidental. He does it all the time. He picks up his tablet, which my brother bought him, and he ends up taking pictures of his feet and his knees. I don't know how he does it.
We have to delete 2 dozen.
Yeah, we've had to delete quite a few. It's not deliberate at all. It's just that's what happens when you let him loose with a tablet, which is quite funny. Well, it makes me laugh anyway.
Yeah.
It's very endearing, isn't it, really?
He doesn't like using the cordless hand phone.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, it's... no, it's not... Totally accidental, Marie Noel. It's not for scientific purposes. I'm going to have to tell him now. Marie Noel... Because I can say this, can't I? Yeah. Marie Noel is a podiatrist. You're not going to mind me saying that, are you? And we've known each other for a long time. We were scrapbooking buddies back in the day. And I mean, I'm talking, oh my God, how long? 15, 10 years ago? 15, quite a long time. Anyway, Marie Noel is a podiatrist and Dad has a few problems with his feet. And he was supposed to be having an operation on them because he was really struggling to walk. And I thought, because he didn't want to have an operation. I'm going to go and I'm going to see if Marie Noel can sort him out. And to say that she's sorted him out would be the understatement of the century. Dad could barely walk and now he's running around like a spring chicken. So, read podiatry in Rugeley is the place to go.
Climbing ladders and all.
Climbing, yeah, well.
Well, that's another story.
Yeah. He just does. He takes his life into his hands constantly. He's the cleverest, sorry dear, but he is the cleverest person I have ever met in my life.
He can't be that clever.
But he's not.
Marry you.
No, but I'm his daughter. So he was clever enough to recognise that fact. Okay. Axel, good luck with that, lovely, but it ain't happening. Yeah, actually, Alison, you're not wrong. Dad said he's got a mobile, but he never uses it because he says it's there for his convenience and not anybody else's. And that is true, actually, because he sure as heck never puts it on to help us out.
I think it's a Nokia, isn't it?
It is. Like one of the ones that have been, you know, like going on forever.
It wouldn't even play Snake.
No. It is seriously old. Even older than you, dear.
Yes.
I'm the same, Ellie. Well, Karen, you'll have to pop down here and see Marie Noelle, I tell you, because she's even helped me out. I had a, obviously it's a lovely conversation. I had an ingrown toenail a few years ago, didn't I? Oh, God, that was so painful. I've never known pain like it. And she was so gentle and so kind and sorted it out totally and utterly. So, yes, thoroughly recommend read Podiatry in Rugeley. TMI. What? Me and my ingrowing toenail? Well, I haven't had one since. Not as brave as you, Marie Noelle. Anybody who goes near my feet and doesn't expect to get kicked.
You don't like them touched, do you?
No. No.
Except.
Just concentrate on what you're doing, please, Mark.
I'm not doing anything. I'm watching.
Oh yeah. I haven't even got a knife.
That's good.
Ah, nearly there. So now we've done feet and my unhappiness with a certain delivery company. What else should we talk about? Shall I tell you a little bit about the next project, if it ever flipping arrives? What are you doing now?
I don't know, but my phone's on silent, but it's not.
No. It's a book of several parts, and it's not a book at all. Just to confuse matters completely. Oh, and Mel and I are going to do charms a little bit differently for them, aren't we?
Are we? Are you?
Mel, yes. But no, we had this conversation the other day. Because it's quite a big kit. So we thought what we'd do this time... Oh, bother. What we'd do this time is more of a sort of an optional charm. So if you want one, and I do of course, then you can order it. I think we're going to go direct from Mel. So it's going to say it's more of an optional affair, as it were. Because we're actually going to be using 2 of the 12 by 12 packs of the Lady Vagabond and 1 12 by 12 pack of the Sir Vagabond. So quite a lot of patterned paper in there.
Lorraine asks when will you be doing sign-ups for the next subscription kits? I know you only just sent it.
Well, I've got one of the parcels that's stuck at the moment, the one that's stuck in Poland, actually has some extra papers for the current subscription box, the March one in it. So I can do some extras. I mean, it'll turn up eventually, I just don't know when. So if people want to do, you know, want to sign up now, that's absolutely fine. It's just I don't know exactly how many. Well, I don't like selling stuff I haven't got in my hand. The paper. It's like, you know, I've got more subscription kits, but they're not in my hand, if that makes sense. So I don't want to, I don't like selling them if I haven't got them, because I don't know when I'm going to get them. But if you want to do a subscription, just let me know and I will sort that out for you.
Ellie says that's going to be a big honking book.
It is. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm going to look as well.
You're going to look, that's helpful.
That one there.
That one there. Yeah, the one behind the recipe book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's not finished, otherwise I'd show you. And it's just, I don't want to show you the front of it until the front's, I don't want to show you it until I finish the front. Because the front doesn't look as good as it will do yet.
I think it still looks good now.
It does look good now, but I think it could be better. But I might finish it in the next day or so.
Open your mouth, dude.
I know.
I'm a sneak peek.
Right, this is a sneak peek of a bit of it. Only a little bit of it. Alright? That's all I'm showing you. Okay, so I haven't finished it yet. That's all you're seeing at the moment. That's one tiny bit of it. Alright? But the book, the actual... Yeah, that's all you're getting for now. You'll see the rest of it. You will see the rest of it quite soon. It is nearly done.
Diane says, can you explain about the subscription part again?
Right, okay, the subscription box. Right, okay. So, the subscription box is a collaboration between me and Mel from Sassy Mel, who makes beautiful charms, as you all know. And because we like to work together, because it just gives us another excuse for not doing any proper work. I never said that out loud. We wanted to do something where we were working together, and I've always wanted to do a subscription box. So what we thought we'd do is we would put together a kit every other month, so it's bi-monthly, where you get a kit that will make everything you need for a book and a charm. The only thing that's not included is your adhesive, unless it's something that you really have to have. Like, for instance, the Christmas one, we used a special sort of double-sided tape. So that was included in your kit, and a charm. So, for example, now I'm covered in glue. This is the March book, all right? So in your March book, what you're getting is you're going to be getting a set of 12 by 12, should be in here somewhere. Is that it?
That one. Or that one. That one, yeah.
That one, yeah. This glitter stories paper by AB Studios, so you're getting a full pack of that. You're going to get paper bags, because this is made out of, I did have some somewhere, I don't know where they've gone, they'll turn up. The paper bags to make the book. You are going to get extra card, so I've used a lot of blue card on this because it kind of picked out, you know, picked out the blue in the colours. You're going to be getting, you know, some really nice sequins, but I'm also going to add in as well some nice little similar coloured, you know, those sort of like pearls in there. You're going to be getting the stuff that you need to bind the book together and the chipboard. and you're going to be getting this really pretty little clip for the front, although this comes in all different colours, so I can't guarantee what colour you're going to get, and then a couple of clips for inside your book as well. Now Mel will often just make one charm, but this one, it's so lovely that she's made there's 3 clips that you're going to get, and then obviously things like the twine as well. So everything that you need apart from your tools and your adhesive is in this kit. So like I said, it's bi-monthly. If you subscribe, I ask you to subscribe for 3 kits, so that will be 6 months essentially, and that will cost you £29.99 English pounds plus shipping every other month, and I will PayPal invoice you for that the week before it's due to go out. Shipping in the UK is £3.95. I think it's £16 to the US, something like that. But like I said, I do ask you if you will subscribe to 3 consecutive boxes to get it at that price. If I've got spare papers, then I will sell the kits just as a one-off for £35. Now, what you also get, obviously, because it's not much point in having a kit without a class, is...
Hi, by the way.
Hi, Elaine! You are going to get a emailed written tutorial, and that has got a link in it to a private YouTube class which is pre-recorded, but you can watch that as many times as you need to. Okay, that's yours for life, and you can go backwards and forwards and, you know, whatever. I do also sell the class on its own for £9.99, and that's like an instant download. So if that's something that you know, that you prefer to do, then obviously, you know, we can do that too. But that is how the subscription box works. I hope that's helped answer your question, Diana. No, the Vagabond book will be it'll be a class like this one. You know, a totally sort of regular Wednesday night class.
With the option of a kit.
With the option of a kit if you want one. Right. So does that help? Or have I just confused everything now? Now, the next, after this March book, the next one is going to be coming out on the 1st of May. And I have chosen the papers for that. In fact, I've bought the papers for that. They should be with me next week. And as it's not that company, I'm hopeful that they will be. And I absolutely adore these papers. They're brand new. I'm not even sure if they're available yet to buy. I think they are, but they've only just come out, and I just love them. But they're quite different to anything that we've used before. But I knew as soon as I saw them what I wanted the book to be like. So, yeah, that'll be fun. But like I said, it's quite different from anything that we've used before. Because with the sub box, what I want to do is bring you a different brand for every box, because as much as I like Stamperia, there's no point in me doing 6 Stamperia boxes a year, because you'll all get fed up. So my plan is to bring you something new, and over the course of the year I'm looking for brands that you might not have heard of before. You know, something that is quite brand new to you, so that you can try all sorts of, you know, new papers and new brands that you might not have tried before. So it gives you a bit of a, you know, an opportunity to try something without investing lots of money, if that makes sense. Okay, well, Ellie, I wasn't going to say, I'm not going to show you the papers yet, but all I will say, I will tell you the brand. Because I know you'll have heard of the brand. The brand is Ciao Bella.
That cuts it down then.
It does. And considering I've already given you a bit of a sneak peek, you're all going to rush off to the Tinternet. To Tinternet. And go,
That's the one.
What new releases the Ciao Bella bringing out? And then you can look at my picture and you'll go, I know what she's using. But I think they're utterly gorgeous. Utterly gorgeous. Personally. And it's not something that we would normally use, I don't think.
Sandy Hill says all that jazz.
You're not far off.
Is that no?
That's not what the name of it is, but you're not far off. Unless they've called it something different in
Outside of Hensford.
Outside of Hensford, yeah. It's Canada, isn't it? You're in Canada, aren't you, Sandy? So yeah, they're a little bit different from our normal sort of hearts and flowers and stuff. But I want to, you know, I want to bring you new stuff. It's exciting.
And paper will be needed. Any idea?
What for the sub box? I've ordered the 6x6 papers and I've ordered the A4 creative pads. Elaine's found it. Do you like it? I absolutely bloody love it. But it's quite unusual, isn't it? It's not something that we've used before, but I know exactly what I'm doing with it. The book, as soon as I saw the paper, the book was in my head. And Mel's really excited because, you know, she's got so many ideas for charms and stuff. So, yeah. It is blue, Sandy. Wink, wink. Right, that's my box lid done. This is solid as a rock, this is. If it doesn't fit on here, though, I'm going to be very upset. I will say, though, that it will be tight, but it will loosen up the more that you know, take it off and put it on, as it were.
Such is life.
Yeah, such is life. So, that one doesn't want to fit on at all. So there you go. So, box lid is done. Okay, but you're going to have to kind of, you know, take it off and bring it back on again, I think, a bit, just to get it sorted. So what you need to do now is decorate it up. Just put your pattern papers on, and then you need to put your feet on. But yeah, Elaine's definitely found it. I might as well tell you now. It's called Blue Note, all right, and it's New York jazz scene, and it's just stunning. It's just stunning. I'm so excited to get it. So yeah, Sandy, you're going to need one 6x6 pack and you're going to need one A4 creative pack. Okay. So that's what you're going to get in your sub box kit if you've subscribed. All right. Yes, Jill, absolutely. The rainbow book kit, I've got a couple of kits left because I went a bit mad with the amount of card that I bought, but it's going to be the 6x6 Sunday thing is going to be exactly the same as this. So, you know, we're going to be in paper, scissors, story. You're going to get a resources list. You're going to get a normal class, just like in here. You can use your own papers, you know, whatever, oh, that's not stuck down very well, you know, whatever. All right, so don't forget that with this box as well, once you put your pattern papers on, you're going to need to put your feet on. And Mark spoke to you last week about it because when I tried with the PVA, it didn't work. So you've used an epoxy glue?
Yes, I used Gorilla.
Yeah,
Epoxy.
and a Gorilla epoxy glue. All right, so that's your box made. Right, now, what I said I would do is I would show you, if you don't know, how to make these little rosettes that I've used on here. Now, I'm sure there's a technical way to do it, but I didn't do it in a very technical way. So what I did was I just grabbed some of my paper that I had left over. Of course, needless to say, now I haven't got any paper.
You answered Jill, didn't you, about using their own paper?
Yeah. So yes, Jill, absolutely you can use your own paper. That would be great. So it's just going to be a regular class. I don't know. I need some paper. How can I not have paper? Oh, I'll just use a piece of cardstock. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, I think, you can have this all sorts of different widths, but I'm going to go for 1.5 inches on this one. I wouldn't go any wider than 2, which I think was the big one that I did. But how long your piece of card or piece of paper is depends on how wide your rosette is. And I'm sure there's a technical way to work it out, but I don't know what that is. So all I did was I just scored on the long side at every 1/4 inch. Oh, I think I did push down a little bit too hard there. I know, sorry. So I'm just scoring every 1/4 inch. I might well cut some of this off, the length, but you know what they say, better too much than too little.
You haven't got to use it all.
No. Okay, so I've just scored every 1/4 inch. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to concertina fold it backwards and forwards on itself like that. Now I do have a very nice Tim Holtz die for doing this, which is what I would use under normal circumstances. But I figured we'd give it a go without.
You know, it's the Cho Banner Delta.
I couldn't make my mind up about those. The little boy was a bit, I don't know. And there's a third one, isn't there? What was the third one? I've forgotten. Can't remember. Oh yeah, that collateral rust, I really like that. Because what I wanted with this third sub box was something that wasn't the same colours, because to be honest with you, even though the papers that we've used in January and March are very different in terms of style, they're both really brightly coloured papers, and I wanted something that wasn't the same colours. So I actually went on to look at collateral rust, because I thought that might be something you know, that would work. And also I'd seen a book that somebody had made with it, and it was just absolutely stunning, and it's not something that I would have chosen under normal circumstances. And I just thought, well, you know. So yeah, that was how I came across the Blue Note papers, and I just absolutely adored them. And I just thought, yeah, this is something I want to use. Right, so I've badly concertinaed all of these together. I don't like this card. It's ripping. I won't go into brands, but it's a branded one and I don't like it. Okay, right, so now I want it to curl round like that, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue. She says a little bit. That's as much as a 5-year-old would use. And I'm just going to glue that so I've got a circle, okay? Now, when I come to rosette this, I'm going to need to put something in the middle. Now, my Tim Holtz one, Mark made a little contraption for me so that it was really, really easy to put a rosette together. But unfortunately, these aren't the same size. So my little contraption doesn't work. Yeah, you could do actually. So I'm just going to cut out a circle-ish. Now I'm gonna, oh, this is always the fun bit, push this down. So that it makes that circle, that rosette shape. And this is why Mark made me a thing, because you need more hands than you've got. I'm going to put some glue on there. Pop that on the top there to hold it together. And now I've just got to sit for half an hour while it dries. What have I missed? What are we talking about that you're all addicted to? Chocolate. Apparently, the reason that we're addicted to paper is it gives us some sort of weird pheromones.
Oh.
Is it a pheromone? Hormone? Pheromone.
Pheromone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah. It's just we just have to. Yeah, yeah. Right, so there you go. You probably have to hold this a bit longer than I did. But there we go. That's the rosette. But I like to leave them for a bit. So there we go. Are we happy? Can we finish off our recipe books, or is there anything that you need me to go over again? When you're done with them, don't forget to put them in the group, because I love to see what you've done.
We do.
Don't forget that there is a bigger version of the box. Cutting guide is in the group. Is it legit? What, the pheromone thing? Yeah.
That's what you've got to tell your partner.
Yeah, that's what you tell your husband. Or wife. Why? Or
partner.
No, I was going to say allergic. Not allergic. That's not the word I want, is it? Anyway, whatever. There we go. Cool. Don't worry about it, Julie. I've got loads of boxes here now. I've got boxes that I've made, and
I'm going to make one.
If Mark's going to make one, he'll probably do a far better job than me, to be honest. All right, guys. So I've no idea what we're going to do next Wednesday. I do kind of, actually. I thought we'd make the tiniest little book, like tiny, like that big.
Micro book.
Micro book, just for fun, is what I was thinking. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll have a think about it. Okay, right, there we go. I will see you if you're in Crafting Together with All Brands on Friday, where we're going to do a bit more to our Valentine's book, even though that's been and gone. And then I'll see you back in here next Wednesday, but I'll put something up over the weekend when I know what we're going to do. So thank you very much for joining me and tolerating this massive project that actually isn't a massive project, it's just repetitive. CD sleeves. You mean the plastic things?
The envelopey.
The envelopey things. I'm sure we could. I'll have a think. All right, yeah, but if you think of something, let me know. Just drop me a line. All right, guys. Well, thanks ever so much for joining us, and we will see you either Friday or next Wednesday. Bye.
Oh.